All right, everybody. We're going to get straight to it. We got some breaking news to share with you that you've known for 72 hours at this point. But with that said, let's get the show going, shall we? All right, we got to get this show started on the right way. So here we go.
Where did you get this music?
Breaking news just into the OHOPC news headquarters. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce announced this week that they are engaged to be married, and we move. A nation has regained its footing. We are all happy once again, and we are all happy to be alive for once in our silly little lives here in the year 2025. Back to you.
That's all I got, man. That was like Paul Revere. Like the number of the influx and the wave of people. Like being the resident Swiftie at my job, people were like checking on me. I had no less than 6 text messages from my coworkers and like my friends. They're like, "Are you okay? Did you hear? You're not going to tell us about the big news?" Like, no, I'm keeping it low key because like everybody knows at this point. But I saw a bunch of videos on Twitter of people like in public, like in line for other concerts, people out at coffee shops, people like at school that all were like collectively finding out the news at the same time. You sent me the one of that news anchor. It was like people were screaming in public. It was absolutely crazy work. My physical reaction was that I couldn't believe it and I had to check again. And then it became the same sort of reaction as like I can only imagine I would have had the same response if I personally had to now go buy a dress and be in the wedding. Like, it was that overwhelming that it was like, oh my God, what do I do? My close personal friend, Taylor Swift. Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. You were asleep. So
I missed the news.
Thankfully, maybe.
I missed the news completely. Like this was like DEF CON level information, and I slept through it. So if the world ends, I'm a light sleeper, but apparently when Taylor Swift gets engaged and there's Taylor Swift news, you just can't get through to me. At 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning, I guess. It was 10 o'clock in the morning, and I was just zonked out, apparently. So I had no idea what was happening. I had fallen back asleep, and then I was like, all right, cool, I'll wake up later, because I had no reason to wake up early. You know I hate mornings, not a big morning person. So it's just, all right, cool, I'll fall back asleep and, and wake up when I wake up. And I look and check at my phone, and I get a text in all caps from you that just says, Richie, Taylor engaged. I think that's all it said. And I was like, what? Huh?
I was doing a lot of things and texting a lot of people, but I was like, he needs to know this information. It's funny.
And then I didn't respond.
Yeah, and then you didn't respond. I was gonna book a flight. We were joking that I was like looking up flights, and I would have been at your house in 4 hours if you hadn't responded. Like banging on your door, like, Richie, Taylor Swift is engaged. Yeah, just like kicking down your door, like, you need to know this. It's the antithesis of the reaction that I had when 1989 Taylor's version got released on the Eras tour, which is that I woke up out of a deep sleep with the profound feeling spiritually that she had released something. And she had but we had no prior knowledge of this, but I rose out of the dead enough time to like pull up the live stream and see that the outfit was blue. And we were like, oh my God, Taylor Nation's live, it's happening.
Right.
Where was our live about this, Taylor Nation?
Right.
That's my question.
Exactly. So you could not get through to me. I had my watch on, and my watch didn't vibrate enough to wake me up. So, yeah, I was zonked to the world, and I woke up to... Yeah. I guess so. I did a double feature at the AMC on Monday, which we'll get to in a little bit. So I didn't get home until late, and I was up, doing some reading for book club. So we'll get to that in a little bit too. But yeah, so I didn't fall asleep till later, and so like, yeah, you weren't waking me up at any point before 11 a.m. So
I might have if I had multiple texted you, but I was like, I don't know. He may not be processing yet. It's maybe not a safe space to double text.
right, I did bring up the pictures. Look at that.
Oh, there you
That's
go.
very cute.
All the photos are really great.
Yeah.
And people were saying it's like the same place that she did the lover photo shoot. Like, I don't know if that's true, but it's very much the same aesthetic. Look at her
My
arm
favorite
muscle
was
in this, by the way.
my favorite my favorite tweet about this is about there's a florist somewhere that made buku bucks on this. Mm-hmm. Where is this in the rainforest? Like, where is this? This is.
I don't know. It
Is this
could
like-
very well be a botanical garden. I have no idea.
Should they just walk off into the woods from folklore and just like? Is that what they did?
I mean, I wish they would. That sounds like a great ending to me. Let's see. Lots of people are Googling this right now. 3 minutes ago, it said, somebody tweeted and said, there are so many Easter eggs in these Taylor Swift engagement photos. I think the biggest one I found is she's trying to tell us she's getting married. Yeah.
That's incredible. That's
Yep.
incredible. This was such a big news that so much so that news made it all the way to the White House, because I didn't send you this, but some dopey reporter showed up to like a White House thing and decided to ask President Donkface, "Hey, what do you think of the thing?" And he responded. I was like,
Why would you ask that?
"Are we living in the Matrix? What is happening right now?"
That doesn't have anything to do with anything. Like, why would you? And I'm pretty sure it's been established that he hates her. So,
Yes.
like, why would you also do
Yes.
that? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, we're all very happy. Krispy Kreme was giving out a free dozen. I think it's a free glazed dozen in celebration, because the admin of Krispy Kreme is a Swiftie. Just like today, though. Not today when
Yeah.
you're hearing this, so I apologize because that already passed. My fault. My bad. But for you, Richie, who could possibly go to a Krispy Kreme location.
I don't have a
today,
Krispy. Hold on. We're gonna live look and see if I can find a Krispy Kreme near me, because I don't think I have.
Have you ever
one
had a
near
Krispy Kreme? Was it crispy? Have you seen that video?
me. No. Oh, there's one in Avondale.
That's a little far, but like, sure.
Yeah, just drive 20 minutes to get my one free donut.
No, it's a dozen.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Then why the hell am I doing this podcast? Why am I not?
Go. Go now. Yeah, it's hold on.
I just
Yeah.
Jordan doesn't have access to the admin part of this site, so it would just
No, I don't.
you don't. So it would literally just be me leaving, and then the empty chair of me for 30 minutes, and
Oh,
Jordan
wait,
can
hold
fill
on. It may
time.
just be one. Hold on. It says free original glazed. But then it also says free donuts, but it may just be one.
I think it's one. It's just one donut.
That makes the most sense. They have done multi giveaways before. Like, I
Yeah.
think they do it every year for like a graduating class or whatever. Anyway, you're welcome, America. We got you free donuts. So thank a Swiftie today.
Thank you, Swifty.
Should I light off
um,
this green confetti popper that I still have in my house?
Does it
For the
work?
life of a showgirl, it's green. Yeah.
Do it.
Hold on, I'm gonna go on mute so I don't do that. Oh god. Oh, it's so loud. It smells like gunpowder. Great. Anyway, congratulations.
That was a great bit. That was a great bit. I had to. I informed. I was texting Corey about it. She did not know that this was happening either.
Mm.
So I texted her after you texted me, and I didn't hear back from her for 45 minutes. So she had no idea either. And she said that she found out during an all hands meeting. So I'm assuming that there was just an all hands meeting called at Corey's place of employment. It was like, guys, we have big news to tell you.
I need to work there, it sounds like. Yeah.
Oh,
It sounds like I need
streamers.
to work it. Yeah, that's where they went. I found them. Oh, yeah, that'll work.
Close enough.
Close enough. Yeah. Yeah, I had a bunch of texts. I was texting like our student from last year. I was telling people like in person. I was like, Taylor Swift is engaged. It was just like it was like that picture of George Santos like with all the flash cameras in public.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was like me in the workplace for like 30 seconds. I felt really important, like the bearer of good news. And I will also thank Taylor because we didn't have that much to talk about on this episode.
No.
We were really dredging up stuff. Like we have the radioactive shrimp on here that was like, this is going to be a dull and boring episode. And she's here to save us from that.
Not boring anymore. So thank you, Taylor. Because or else, we would have come on here talking about the 5th different vinyl drop of the week.
Right. Which variant is it today?
I'm still confused as to why she dropped the best variant first, and then has like slowly gotten worse from there.
I don't know. I like some of the colors of the ones that she's dropped later, but I do still really love the original cover that she chose.
Mm-hmm.
I think like in terms of the artwork, that one is still my favorite.
Right. Right.
So far. Presumably there's more coming, but we don't know. Like, now we have to finance the wedding now, so there's definitely more variants coming. But like, you go on tour, girl, I'll take out a loan and finance that for you.
Right. Yeah. Here's my proposal to Taylor Swift. This is the closest.
Sure she's already engaged, but like you can propose anyway.
That's a great joke. I can't follow up from that.
Thank you. I'll be here all week.
We don't get royal weddings in the United States at all. Mm-hmm. This is like the closest thing we've ever gone to a royal wedding.
Yeah.
This is pop culture America, sports America coming together in one thing. ESPN, ABC, CNN broadcast the wedding live. Why the heck not? They can do a ceremony for like their friends and family, which is great. And we can you sent me a tweet that said Jack's gonna be a bridesmaid.
Yeah, Jack Antonoff is definitely one of the bridesmaids.
That
was funny. Tree Payne is presumably officiating.
No, it's gotta be Jason.
Tree is definitely ordained. That lady is a Swiss Army knife. Tree is ordained for sure. I don't know. We don't know this. We don't know this with absolute certainty, but in my heart, I know this.
We know this.
Yeah, Taylor Swift's best man is about to be Jason Kelce. Travis's best man is Jason Kelce.
Right.
How crazy is that? That like they're both going to be at her eventual wedding.
Mm-hmm. Does Patrick Mahomes make it into the wedding party?
God, I don't know. Probably. That's unfortunate.
Harrison Bucker not invited.
No, definitely not invited. 0% invited.
But yeah, so that's
Nicole Hardman probably invited.
Yeah.
Crazy. Absolutely crazy. We're naming players on the Kansas City Chiefs that are going to be part of Taylor Swift's wedding. That's something that never would have happened. We crossed into an alternate universe.
Tyrann Mathieu.
We crossed into an alternate universe at some point where it's like these two wavelengths were never meant to intersect lest it blow up the universe.
Yeah.
But like here we are.
That's I can't name any more Kansas City Chiefs. I got nothing.
Leo Cheval, the middle linebacker. He's a middle linebacker. Leo What the hell is his name? I don't know. I don't know. I've taken the Chiefs defense before in fantasy. Leo Chenal. Chenal? I don't know. I don't work here.
Close enough.
Yeah. Noah Gray, the other tight end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I also think I took him in fantasy one year. He was not helpful to me, but that's okay.
No. Yeah, so broadcast the wedding. Make it a royal wedding.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll be the one time that the entire United States of America can come together and, be happy for once.
Yeah. I'll agree with that. We could all use a little uplift.
All right, anything else on this before we move on?
No. Congratulations. Like, well done. We're all very happy for you. I feel like it's I'm talking as if Taylor's going to hear this, but like her being happy genuinely I think makes all of us happy. It's like that's all we wanted for you, girl. You've given us so much over the years. Like go get your happiness.
Mm-hmm.
You earned it.
All right, yeah, we can move on. Let's see what else we got. Our lead story prior to the Taylor Swift engagement was we were going to talk about radioactive shrimp.
How far that's changed. Wow. Yeah. Do you know about the shrimp thing?
Not really. I haven't really looked into it.
Okay. Because this reminds me a lot of the, do you remember that time that Costco did a recall on like 1 billion pounds of butter?
Yeah.
I had to break the news here and I couldn't get through it without laughing.
Yes.
Yeah. That description is probably applied to a lot of things, but yeah, it had cesium-137 in it, which is like a radioactive isotope or something. And that is crazy. I guess they still don't quite know like what does it say? The agency did not say which retailers carried the frozen shrimp or how the shrimp were potentially exposed to the radioactive material. They know the brands. Oh wait, this is actually a separate thing. This might be breaking news. This is a second company that is recalling a number of its frozen shrimp. So the first one happened at brands that were in Walmart, but this second one is that they don't fully know the list of retailers yet.
Yeah.
And one of the states listed on there is Arizona, so please don't go buy any frozen shrimp.
Dude, you know what? I was at Fry's today and I walked by some shrimp. Was never going to buy it. But there was a chance that I could have been infected by this radioactivity when I walked by the shrimp at the Fry's today.
That's crazy. Yeah. You're going to get like superpowers and stuff.
Superpowers.
Great. Yeah, so I guess
or a third eye like
now
Doctor Strange in the third in the Doctor Strange movie.
Well, I mean, it could be like gamma radiation, like you could get Incredible Hulk.
Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, 18 states are involved now. Which is crazy. But I guess I think it was only like one shipment of shrimp that had it, and then just like as a precaution, they just pulled everything.
Mm-hmm.
So like your odds of being contaminated by radioactive frozen shrimp are low, but never zero.
But never zero.
If you're listening to this, just probably don't buy that.
First of all, if you're buying frozen shrimp in bags from the grocery store, you might have other problems on your hands. That's a little sketchy to me.
God forbid a girl want a nice shrimp cocktail.
Says you.
I've never bought frozen shrimp from the grocery store, but like just theoretically.
You live in Indiana. They have that place. They have that place in Indianapolis that apparently has like the spiciest shrimp cocktail.
They absolutely do. St. Elmo. Yep. Mm-hmm. St. Elmo is banger. It's world famous with their cocktail sauce. Yeah. Your light's doing the thing again, huh?
I know. That did not help. Wait. Oh no, it helped for like 2 seconds.
I really thought it did. I was like, you fixed it. Yeah, so don't go buy any more shrimp, and that's been our lead story.
And that's a goodbye. All right, that's our show. Goodbye, everybody.
God. We've threatened to end the show a bunch on just random topics, but that might be a hard hitter. It's like these two idiots jumped on and talked for 15 minutes about Taylor Swift's engagement and then 5 minutes about radioactive shrimp and then ended the podcast. It's like we don't actually need any more podcasts.
No, we don't. We can't get any better than that. We cannot get any better than that.
I still think we peaked on the Panera Lemonade episode way back when.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That was crazy. That was like, I don't know if I've ever seen you on more of like a different plane of existence in that show.
That was astral projecting on a different level than I astral projected at the Tate McRae concert, but like that was different.
Right.
That was different. That was out of body.
Bring back the death lemonade.
I fully had superpowers in that moment, I think. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Let's move on.
All right.
All right. I'll pitch to you my new segment.
Okay. Yeah, I've been hearing about this, but you haven't told me anything about it. You teased it a bunch.
I wanted to tell you on the show. Okay. So, several weeks ago at Mellow Mushroom Fridays, we were discussing soup. I believe we were discussing soup, or some such of any derivative thereof, and I proceeded to
soup or any derivative thereof. Episode title. No one will click on it.
And I decided to explain that I despise hot liquids, so I don't eat soup. I don't drink hot coffee or hot tea. I don't consume anything that is a liquid that is hot.
Okay.
And I got exactly that same look from everybody else. Like, are you crazy?
I mean,
Like,
especially
in the wintertime, I'm like, no, I'm still drinking my iced coffee.
No hot chocolate for you?
Hot chocolate sometimes, once in a while, but that's
a hot liquid.
It is, but I don't do it that often.
Okay.
But yeah, so that is the basis of this idea, which is that on the podcast or live in person, I need to come on the show and do a different hot liquid every week.
Okay, I'm here for it. Yeah, I'll make us a little overlay that's like for your segment, Richie Tries Hot Liquids.
Yeah, that's the name of the segment, Richie Tries Hot Liquids. And so we need to start coming up with a list of hot liquids for me to try, whether it be different soups, ramen, I guess, stuff like that.
Okay.
Beef broth.
Yeah.
I've been to beef, that stuff.
I don't know why you would just drink beef broth, but like, sure. The classic American combos for like soup typically is like a good chicken noodle with some crackers, like a saltine cracker or an oyster cracker, and if you like kind of crunch them up in there and let them dissolve, it's real good. There's also the tomato soup and grilled cheese deal. Ugh. But if you don't like tomatoes, then it's a no-go, because like it's just tomato soup. It's tomato sauce essentially. But I probably wouldn't have you drink straight chicken broth. Like, that's just crazy. But I do think you could stand to try like a pumpkin spice latte.
Hot?
Yeah.
No.
I love a hot pumpkin spice latte.
No.
Yes.
I love pumpkin spice. I love a pumpkin spice latte, but this was my thing. I was trying to explain.
This is about you trying hot liquids, and you're vetoing the hot liquids I'm suggesting.
That's so true. I was like, I came up with this segment, and then I made me like, no, I'm not doing that.
And then immediately put a whole set of rules on it. It was like, no, I actually won't be doing that. Okay.
Anyway, yeah, I think part of the reason why I don't like doing this is I'm not about like burning the inside of my mouth.
Okay, so ask for it kids temperature. A lot of places will do that.
So that's like room temperature latte?
No, it's just not like boiling espresso straight out of the coffee maker. It's like they didn't just like pull the shot and like put it in your drink. It's like you wait a minute and let it rest. I love a hot liquid. I don't really like iced liquids that much.
This
Because
is
I
true.
feel like they get watery and they get
Yeah.
watered down and it changes.
Here's the
sitch.
perfect example of this. Here's the perfect example. When we went out to brunch with Kat when we were in San Diego, you and Kat had your nice, delicious, hot lattes, I believe, right? And I had an iced matcha, and I was like, I let you try some of my iced matcha, and then you were like, hey, do you want to try some of this? And I immediately was like, no.
No.
You were trying to be nice to me. You're like,
Well, so
here,
it was
have
like, you offered me here's a trade. Would you like to try? It's really good. Would you like to try this? You're like, nope. I'm like, okay, got it.
thanks. I'll just F off now.
Yeah, thanks. I'll just go play in traffic. Okay, that's what I get for being nice, I suppose.
So when we get to the winter, because Arizona doesn't actually have fall. It doesn't exist here.
Yeah, when
we
it's
get
like
to
60 where you are, it's gonna be like 1 where I am. So it'll be nice and even.
and so then once we get to the winter time, then we'll start coming up with a list. We'll get the help from the Mellow crew, and then we'll do that. And I'm sure it'll be a riveting podcasting.
Perfect. Yeah, it was really kind of cold this morning. It was like
There's
low of
also
it was 51 today here.
the offer also stands for you to fly out here and do a live version of this as well. And
I would love to. I really would love to. It'll be in the winter. I'll be back. We
Yeah.
would have to film an episode with the crew in person.
yes, exactly.
We would all theoretically have to bring a drink as an offering
Yes.
and make you try it. Well, here's the caveat on that is that everybody should bring a drink that they know that they like personally. So if we
Yeah.
give it to you and you don't like it,
It doesn't have to.
we will
It can
take
be
it back
food
and
too.
drink
Like
it.
it could be soups. Like I said, soups
Sure.
and derivatives thereof. And I was explained at Mellow. I can't remember some of them now, but like they were like, oh, what about this or this or this? And I was like, no, I don't.
like a French onion soup, like a yeah. We'll get you to be a soup guy. That should be pretty easy. Soup
I
is
did
so
used
hard
to.
to mess
I
up.
did used to love chicken noodle soup back in the day. That's like the only
Yeah.
soup that I've ever like dabbled in. And as I've gotten older, I never have done it again because because of the temperature.
Dabbling in soup.
Yeah.
Yeah, super salad. Oh God. Hey, do they have soup on PlateUp? Because like we might get to that. They
Yeah.
should.
I
They did
think
have
they
the
do.
potato soup, but we said no. We said
Yeah.
we weren't willing to do that. Yeah, we'll get there.
Perfect transition. Jordan is working on a new video for the YouTube channel. That is a master or a supercut of all the best bits of her and I playing the PlayStation game called PlateUp. And as expected, it is literally just us yelling at each other.
We didn't do too much yelling at each other, I don't think. It was like mostly we were just yelling about things. It was like you crashing out when you get stuck on stuff or like you can't pick up a plate or whatever, and me crashing out when it tries to give me another ingredient and I can't figure out where it goes.
Yeah.
There was definitely some singing involved, and there was some dancing involved from the last episode. I had to cut together about 6 hours of footage, and I have it down to about 10 minutes, which is a miracle in itself. But yeah, that should be ready soon. I just have to format it so that everyone can best enjoy it, both horizontal and vertical on their mobile devices.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe add like captions and stuff, because you guys seem to like when we put captions on our like shorts and videos and things, like the text. People seem to like
Yes.
that.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, but it was we made it. We kept getting to a certain point and then like and failing because the game is just like I was like, bro, we don't have enough space for you. What are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
But apparently we're doing it all wrong because I've been the PlateUp Reddit page has been popping up in my Reddit recently, and you'll look at some of the setups these people have. It's like, that's not even a kitchen. That's a whole like Rube Goldberg device that they've got concocted.
Yeah, that's the Amazon shipping warehouse.
Yeah.
There's no way that I can create that. It's a different game. You guys are playing a different game out there
Yes,
on PlateUp Reddit.
yes.
Yeah. Different league entirely.
We did have some great names for our kitchens, though. Our places.
Our kitchens and then also our party names.
Yes.
I came up with some real good Taylor Swift themed ones like the other night. I was just like spitballing. And I'm like, there's some good stuff that we could put in there. Like, you know, like we could turn girl at home into like grill at home. and then I spun it off and I was like, grill so confusing featuring Lord.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like there's all kinds of stuff that we could do with that. Blank plates, I think was the other one I came up with.
Blank.
Because we had we had what was the first one we had was Better Plate Than Never, and then last week's was Plate McRae. So I'm like, we're just going. We're loading up on the puns here, and it's just only gonna get better as we lean into it more.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I forget some of the names that the game gave us, but some of them were hilarious.
My very favorite was the burger one that it gave us. It was cause it got buns, hun.
Oh yeah.
Like, winner, absolute winner. And then the salad one, lettuce in, is objectively so funny.
Yes.
I miserably I don't think that I have the clip from that of us finding that name, but yeah, it was, we were dying laughing. I love a good food related pun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, great game. Go play it.
Yeah,
It'll drive you
figure out
nuts,
how to
though.
get better at it too.
Yeah.
I hope.
More conveyor belts apparently is what we need.
Mm-hmm. That's insane to me.
Yeah, I want to know, because we were doing the coffee section of it.
Mm-hmm.
But like we were not making any money doing the coffee.
We also were only serving like 3 people a day because of like the size of that restaurant. So I wonder if we go back to it and just choose a different layout that's more conducive to more tables and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, would it be the biggest pain in the butt to deliver the orders and such? Yeah, absolutely it would. It would slow us down, but we would be able to serve more people and have more room to do so. Because the issue we were running into there was that we were constantly out of room.
Yeah.
We failed like almost every time on the black coffee experiment because there were people waiting at the door. Except for the time that it tried to give us pumpkin pie, but I'm not counting that because that was insane.
That was
we should never do that again.
That was too much.
Yeah.
Nothing like going to a coffee shop and ordering a whole ass pumpkin pie.
Yeah, one for you, one for my friend, and one for the Big Lebowski over here. And you're like, okay, yeah, have that done in 30 seconds. Cool. Great. Awesome. I will get right on that.
Dumb.
Yes,
dumb.
chef.
Dumb. It makes me think of how we would do it Overcooked too, which I feel like is way more.
Overcooked, I just feel like has more environmental challenges because, like, I've seen people getting hit by cars in Overcooked because you have to like cross the street to deliver the orders. We would get smoked by a car in Overcooked. Yeah.
Make for great content.
I guess it would. Yeah. I still want to try that. Like, what is it? It's not It Takes Two, but the one where you're like trying to escape from a prison, but it's co-op.
Ooh.
It might be that one. It's either like escaping from prison or you're like robbers and you're like doing a heist or whatever, but it's 2 people.
That's a great question. Hang on. I don't. Oh, nothing is coming up. Oh, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, I don't know. It Takes Two is a game.
Yes, it is.
A Way Out, that one. and it does look like it's Prison Break.
A Way Out.
A Way Out.
Oh, split
Yeah.
screen game you need to try. Oh, dude. You and I breaking out of prison would be way too much fun.
We would get each other caught immediately. Yeah, would be fun to try though.
Yeah. Oh, the game does not. Yeah, the game does not have a single player option. It is playable on local or online split screen co-op with 2 players.
Also, with like how bad our Wi-Fi is occasionally, that would add another layer of challenge. Just thinking
True.
about that. Yikes. Yeah, we'll have more gaming content for you all. Is the way that this seems to be going.
24-hour charity stream.
And if all else fails, I'll go back to online bingo.
To fund your next Tate concert.
Fund my next concert ticket. Yep. To fund Taylor Swift's wedding.
All right, let's see. Let's move on. Let's talk some racing. Let's completely switch gears and talk some racing. We have two stories to talk about in the racing world this week. Both good. Number one was... Okay, first of all, I was driving when this happened, so I was really bummed that I did not get to see it happen and watch it happen live. Mm-hmm. But I was told about it through later. Anyway, so congratulations to our Danish diva himself, Christian Reis, who's been winning his first career IndyCar race at Milwaukee. Passing Alex Palou, the IndyCar champion, in spectacular fashion, just full sending it on the outside, nearly getting to the wall and winning the race, beating the champion. Can't do it in a much better fashion. Awesome. Favorite part of it is Alexander Rossi, his dad, immediately getting out of the car and running to victory lane for the hug. That was fun.
Yeah, that was fun. We're happy for him. We've been on the Danish Diva program this year.
Yes.
And he's been his best on these like short track oval courses. It's anytime you've heard us talking about IndyCar and Christian Rasmussen passing a bunch of people, it's probably because it happened on a short oval circuit. But yeah, passing the 4-time IndyCar champion, they said it on the broadcast, but like he fully went checkers or wreckers on him.
Yeah.
It was like, I'm either gonna get by you or we're both gonna crash. And it was a gutsy pass, and it was awesome for him. We're really happy for him, and that ECR is a fun team, so that is fun. They had a little coffee promotion, I think, courtesy of Java House for his first win, which is also fun.
Yeah. I almost did that. It was actually not bad. It was actually like there's a buy one get one free on their like coffee pods, so you can just just put in water and it works out. And it actually tastes pretty good because I tried it. And it ended up being
Not
like
hot
less
water,
than not hot water.
right?
Exactly. And it was actually a pretty decent deal. But decided not to do that. Anyway, Christian was on Speed Freaks this week. He joined us on Sunday. And he was fun. He had a good time on the show. He was asked about the thing about him and Connor Daly the week before. He was like, "I'm over that, dude."
You have to have a short memory for stuff like that. Otherwise, it's just gonna bother you the whole time.
He's like, I mean, he got the ultimate, saying that because he's standing atop the podium for the first time in his career, and Connor Daly, unfortunately, has yet to win an IndyCar race in his career. So,
yeah. It was a great strategy by the ECR team, but it also, takes a little luck occasionally when you get a timely yellow or whatever it may be, which I think was the case here, but it's just a matter of like, do you play your cards right? And that's what's fun about racing is that sometimes even if you play all your cards right, it just doesn't quite go your way with the way that the race goes. And sometimes you might be totally out of it and something happens that puts you right back in. So, that's the nature of the game. Like, yes, you do have to drive and do your part, but it also takes a little bit of luck and the way that the dominoes fall for you. And lucky that they got to take advantage of it there. So we're happy for him, and we're looking
Yep.
forward to the eventual merch drop, whatever that is.
Yes, exactly. Absolutely. Nashville is coming up next for IndyCar season finale,
Mhm.
also in oval. So maybe you can go back to back. Get
Let's
2
go
wins
back
in
to
a row.
back. Yeah.
Why not? Um, Speaking of IndyCar, Alex Pillow not going to Red Bull. Not going to Red Bull.
That's why I
Those
texted you. It was like he has a source on this.
uh, there was the latest update today is that as far as as far as I know and read is that rumor actually came from Alex Pillow's camp as almost as like a way to get it out there to maybe start some sort of negotiation, etc., etc.
Mm-hmm.
However, Red Bull is not interested and they have never reached out, which is actually the complete opposite of what I thought was happening, which is I thought it would have come from the Red Bull camp. And that is how the
Well, yeah,
rumor got started.
people were speculating, I don't know, a couple weeks ago on the F1 broadcast about who would fill the Cadillac seats, which we're going to
Yeah.
talk about. But they were pulling forward a lot of names from current IndyCar.
Yeah.
They pulled out Pato O'Ward, they pulled out Alex Palou, they pulled out Colton Herta for projections for that seat, and so I'm like, it's definitely been, it's a natural rumor to attach to the guy because he's a 4-time IndyCar champ. You're like, absolutely, who wouldn't want him racing in their series? Especially for a team that's had recent struggles with finding a driver capable of handling that second seat. But I don't know.
Okay.
Helmut Marko
Yeah.
is saying that Red Bull is going to be good next year because, of course, he is. So I hope he's right.
Right. Yeah, here we go. This is what there's been nothing at all. We've heard nothing from anybody. Pillow told the Associated Press. The only thing I've heard was it was a manager for some other IndyCar driver who would like to have my seat, who said it to start something.
Right.
Drama, incredible.
Yeah,
Love it.
it's petty. I respect it.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, he told Speed Freaks back in June that he wasn't leaving. He's not going anywhere. He's happy where he is. So
Yeah,
Oh.
I would be too.
oops,
What'd you drop?
water. We're good.
Oh boy. Well, you know too that there's realistically at this point there's only one man that's qualified for that second Red Bull seat, and that is Logan Sargent.
Raw.
America. Yeah. Wouldn't that be the craziest thing?
No, that'd be great. He's actually racing in IMSA, I think, coming up here in a couple weeks.
All right.
Believe it or not. So he's back in the gonna get back in a race car. Yeah, so there's that. Tie-in here is that former Red Bull second driver Sergio Perez has a new job for 2026. Been rumored for months and months, so this is at no surprise to I think either of us that your Cadillac inaugural season is going to be Valtteri Bottas alongside Sergio Perez, and I think that is an incredible lineup because I enjoy both drivers,
Yeah.
especially
Checo and
Valtteri.
Valtteri
Having
such a great
Valtteri back
lineup.
on the grid is going to be so much fun.
Yeah, because Cadillac is going to let him do all the stuff that Mercedes would not let him do
Yeah,
for PR. He's posted this video wakeboarding with an American flag, like in a suit and sunglasses today.
yeah,
It was like, that's Valtteri. He's back.
yes,
Yeah, it's good for him, and he got a season to sort of just sit and watch and sit and learn and data collect and make his moves and bide his time. And Cadillac is going to pick up a lot of fans right off the bat just from that lineup, and they're also going to pick up a lot of sponsorship because both of those drivers have good sponsorship contracts attached to
Yeah.
them. And that'll be good for the team, that'll be good for the PR, that'll be good for the fan engagement. You said, I think, we're not expecting them to perform a lot in the first year, but we'll see. It would be fun to see them have some success, maybe a la Apex GP in the F1 movie.
yeah.
Wouldn't that be fun, right?
That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. I think they'll be good eventually because that team and that ownership group is just awash with money. They have so much damn money. Then that's how you compete in Formula One. Granted, there's a cost cap now, but they're gonna be competitive. I think in several years. Maybe a year or two, maybe first year or second year, no. But like Haas, the other American team, has never been able to compete at a high level because they just don't have the money that some of these other teams do. And so that's why they've always been, on the back half of the grid for the most part, unfortunately.
Right. And we're going to see more like dedicated car brands too, which is fun. Like between Aston Martin and then that Audi team coming in to take over at Sauber and Cadillac and such. It's like it's always nice when you have the manufacturers with their names on it, like willing to stand behind their automotive product. It's like Visa Cash App Racing Bulls doesn't appeal to the American, the motorsport side of the public like Ferrari does, right? You're like, that's a Ferrari, that's an Aston Martin, that's a Ferrari. Those are fast, good cars.
Yeah.
And, even Cadillac feels approachable. But you're like, that has nothing to do with me.
I need Valtteri and Checo to show up every race next year in like an old school 70s caddy. That's like,
that would be so cool.
Like lifted, and got the suspension going. Like,
it's like
that is great marketing.
Ferrari gives Leclerc a new car like every 30 seconds, and they're all those like really expensive looking, Ferrari cars. It's like, when do we start giving the drivers classic cars? Like, has Fernando Alonso ever asked for like a Bond Aston Martin? Because I would if I were him.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're obviously not talking about that orange team because
here we go. This is This is kind of what I'm thinking of here. This is a couple years ago, but this is like Devin Booker of the Phoenix Suns showing up to.
Was this the one where he's like pulling into the parking garage in it?
Yeah.
People are like waving at him.
Yeah, this was during the this was during the NBA Finals several years ago. Yeah, and he shows up in that caddy. Like, that is how I want Valtteri and Checo to show up to every race next season.
Yeah, I'm with you. How do we get that idea out there? And they had a great Keanu Reeves cameo in their release video as well.
That was fun. I'm excited to see what their car looks like too. Like what colors they're going to choose. Right now it's black and white, which is fairly boring. I hope they give instead of the go girl give us nothing, black and white. Gotta give us something, man. Give us something.
I've seen mock-ups that are the black and gold. That are kind of like because the Cadillac logo is like got those gold sort of. It almost looks like a maritime flag, because it's got like those different chunks of it like within the shield.
Yeah.
But it's got some color to it.
Yeah, please give us something fun. Don't give us some cool merch.
Not black and white. There's enough pure black cars and pure white cars on the grid, and that's good.
Yeah. So give us something. Apparently they're working with Tommy Hilfiger to make their merch. So expect to pay $300 for a t-shirt.
Right. Back when Mercedes was Tommy, because Lewis was Tommy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So expensive. And now Mercedes is Adidas, so you can buy that online everywhere.
All right. Let's move on.
There you go.
Let's move on to Letterboxd Corner.
All right.
I've watched way too many movies this week, as expected.
I have one. Go girl, give us nothing.
Every week it's like, hey, let's go to Letterboxd Corner. Richie watched 10 movies. Jordan watched half of a movie before falling asleep.
It's true. I'm back in season now, so my free time is not my own, pretty much. Yeah, it's rough. It's been a rough first week, and I'm swearing off of caffeine temporarily, so it's been hard to get through that. To wake up at 4:30, be like, how many more hours do I have left in my day? Yeah, too many.
All right, let me run through all the movies I watched this week super quickly.
Go.
Some of them old, some of them new. I've watched The Abyss, Sunshine, Honey Don't, Raising Arizona, Heretic, and then I did the double feature in Dolby of Batman and Batman Returns last night. I want to start with those. I was most excited to see them in Dolby, not because of how they looked, because apparently they went back and they remastered it for Dolby Cinema.
Mm-hmm.
And they both look really good still for being movies that are, 30 plus years old. Like
Sure.
seeing them on the big screen like that was super cool. But like my favorite thing about Dolby and the reason why it's my preferred destination for movies now is like you go to a Dolby Cinema and the sound is just always so much better than just a regular theater. Like Dolby sound is just, it's so immersive and like it will like, like you can feel it in your seat a lot of times.
Yeah.
And so like hearing Danny Elfman's score for Batman and Batman Returns in Dolby was just like awesome. I was like, damn, this is cool. This is why y'all should go see these movies again if you can in Dolby, is because of the score and because of the sound design was just so much better for a movie that's 30 plus years old. And yeah, so both of those movies 4.5 stars for me, especially in Dolby. I will say I had forgotten because it's been a while since I've seen Batman Returns, which seeing again. And like I've seen many times before, but I'm usually watching it at home, and so like I'm on my phone or whatever. Like actually like locking in and watching that movie. Honestly, Batman Returns is so underrated. I think it's kind of like Batman '89 is so iconic, really, because it was the first time this character had been on the big screen. You have Jack Nicholson in the movie,
Sure.
as the Joker. And that movie is so iconic that people tend to forget about Batman Returns. But Batman Returns is low key almost a better movie. It's actually like, especially watching them back to back, I was like, damn, this movie is so much more. You could tell the budget was higher. You could tell that the production design was better, that they had more money to add more things into the movie to make it feel bigger. And then you have the cast is better because you get Danny DeVito and oh my god, why am I forgetting your name? Oh my god, Catwoman. And you get you get Catwoman in the movie too. Why am I forgetting her name?
Oh my god.
I
Michelle
completely
Pfeiffer.
space. Michelle Pfeiffer. Thank you, Jesus.
I was like Anne Hathaway. Nope.
Nope.
Later.
That's way later.
Much
But
later.
yeah,
Zoe
like
Kravitz much later.
yeah. So like you get all of that. You get like
Yeah.
it's just a better overall film. I think the themes are a little bit more interesting, but like seeing again, they're putting it in Dolby again on Labor Day next week on Monday. If anybody's listening to us and is interested, I'd highly recommend going to check either one of those out or both. Do the double feature like I did, but I really enjoyed seeing those both again.
That's the
And
one
again,
where Michelle Pfeiffer has that one take where she whips the heads off of all the
yeah,
mannequins.
yes,
And like that legit happened in real
yes,
life.
yes,
Yeah. That's
yes.
like my favorite behind the scenes bit from that movie. It was literally one take and they were like, okay, great. We got it.
Exactly. I will say again, it's been a while since I've seen Batman Returns, but my review was Tim Burton really said, "What if Bruce Wayne was horny the entire movie?" And that's basically
I mean, is that not much of the Batman lore? Like
kind of.
you could extrapolate that almost every version of the person who has played the character has had a little bit of that, except maybe like Ben Affleck. But like, sure, Affleck
Well,
doesn't
like
count.
I think the other Batman iterations are more yearning, whereas because
Yeah,
like
all right.
you think of you
Christian
think
Bale's Batman feels more like tortured.
yeah, you think of like how him and Rachel, right? That's
Right.
not being horny for Rachel. That's like yearning for
Yeah.
Rachel. That's not being
Yeah.
horny. Like
Yeah.
Batman Returns, this guy every time Michelle Pfeiffer shows up, he just goes and just
Awooga.
yeah,
It's
exactly.
it's the cartoon eyes that pop
Yeah,
out of the head
yeah,
with the
yeah.
clown car. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
They made me That made me giggle. And then Robert Pattinson's Batman is just too emo for like
Yeah, super goth. Yeah, same phase.
for any reason. So
Cool though, because like the one thing I will say that I loved about Pattinson's Batman was the like attention to detail about the eye black. I did enjoy that. It was like obviously that makes sense, but like we've never thought about that for the character before.
yeah.
It's like he's goth under there. What if Batman were a scene kid?
Give us Batman 2 already, for goodness sake, please.
The Batman 2.
Yeah. Please.
What would we call that? The Batman.
The Batman 2.
Two Man. The Batman Wears Prada 2.
The Batman 2, here we go again.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Perfect. That was excellent.
Thank you. Yeah, okay, real quick. Some of the other stuff I saw this week. Honey Don't. Both you and I were excited for this movie for different reasons, maybe, or maybe the same reason. But
I'm still excited for this movie. Like, I know that everybody's been giving it like a moderate rating, but like,
yeah,
I'm not expecting much. I just want to go have a fun time. I like everybody that's in it.
yeah. That was my biggest gripe with this movie is like, because Drive Away Dolls is also Ethan Coen and his wife. And they wrote and directed that movie too. And I actually enjoyed Drive Away Dolls more than Honey Don't. Hello?
Someone's car alarm is going off.
Oh, oops.
A sound.
Squirrel?
When she's talking about something, but a helicopter's going by.
Yeah. Yeah. So like, I like Drive Away Dolls better because I felt like Drive Away Dolls was more of, it was just paced better. And it was just like, it was a more fun watch. Whereas Honey Don't is very, is very like deliberately paced. It's only an hour and a half, but it feels longer than that.
Okay.
It's paced like a TV show. I put that in my review. Like, I was like, if this is a TV show, that's awesome. That's what it feels like you're watching. You feel like you're watching a pilot to a TV show. And if they did make it into a TV show, I think it'd be great. I think it'd be cool. Or like a mini series or something like that, where we could spend more time with these characters. And then you have something interesting there. But like as a movie, there were some funny bits to it. It was funny. Chris Evans is ridiculous. Speaking of horny.
Chris Evans in this movie?
Yes.
Good, I'm sold. Get me a ticket immediately.
You'll see.
It's like Materialists for him. It's his continuation of Materialists.
Yeah.
He's employed right now. Chris Evans is very employed.
So employed.
Good for him.
Yeah, Aubrey Plaza's great. Charlie Day plays a cop at the Bakersfield Police Department, and he's hilarious. You just gotta watch the movie. He's funny. Anyway, I don't want to spoil it. Anyway, yeah. So like,
no, don't.
Honey, don't spoil the movie. Honey, don't.
I'm gonna go. Very nice.
But yeah, like I was disappointed by it. That's how I felt. Like it just didn't get to where it should have. Like it could have been a better movie. I think there's a better movie in there, and they just didn't quite get there. So.
Okay, so how do we feel about the Sunday triple feature for me, which is the 1:30 Freakier Friday, 4:30 Weapons, 8 p.m. Honey Don't. That's the craziest lineup. I was talking to you. There's also a 10:30 Caught Stealing, which I could back end it, or I could 10:30 Jaws because they have the 50th anniversary Jaws.
Quadruple feature.
They would kick me out. They would actually kick me out.
Just spending all damn day in the movie theater.
Be like, kid, get lost. Don't you have something better to do? I can't watch crazy. Jaws starting at 10 would be crazy because it would not be over until midnight.
Yeah, that was my problem with Batman Returns. I didn't get out of there till 12:30. Yeah.
Ugh, you're a braver soul than I am.
Yes, Weapons. Weapons should be your 1 seed. Go see Weapons in theaters while you can. 100%. That's your 1 seed. And then
Because
decipher from there.
I yearn to understand the memes of the children running and weapons. I want to know
Yes.
what that's all about. It's not for any real it's like my personal gain is like I want to understand the memes about Aunt Gladys and the children running.
Yes.
Yeah. I would like to understand the culture. Yeah.
Yeah. Gotta get on it. And then yeah, the other movies of note I watched this week, real quick. Let's see, where am I at here? Why isn't this in order? Oh, here we go. Yeah. Heretic. You saw Heretic.
I did. I saw Heretic. I watched it on a plane going to Seattle earlier this year.
My thoughts on that movie were, I thought it was hilarious that that the Taco Bell joke was hilarious. We don't talk about Taco Bell.
Yeah.
and the random Jar Jar Binks impression from Hugh Grant in this movie.
That was the most off-putting thing that he did in that whole movie. He was very off-putting that whole movie, but like
Yes.
that was potentially the most off-putting thing.
I was not expecting the movie to be a very long version of a TED Talk for about 35 minutes there.
Yeah.
Which I was
it really
riveted
was.
by. Which I was riveted by because as an atheist, I was like, yes, you get their asses. Call their asses out. And then things,
Like, yeah. This is, I think,
And-
what the Jehovah's Witnesses fear when they knock on people's doors. They're like, oh, this is going to happen to us.
yeah.
I had those the other day, by the way. Somebody knocked on my door, and I was like, I'm absolutely not answering it. I was in my kitchen, just like cooking, like playing music, right? So I'm like, they know that somebody's home. But like, I thought it was maybe my next door neighbor. Like, she never knocks unprompted, but like, there's a chance it could be my next door neighbor. So I wander over to my door and I like look out the little door hole, and it's two younger guys in the white shirts.
My
with
name is
the-
Elder Price.
pretty much, and yeah, hello. What is it? It's like, I'd like to share with you this most amazing book. That musical's coming, I think, in like a couple months. I might go see it. Yeah.
That's
So
a good
anyway,
one.
that was not great. I was like, I'm gonna get these Jehovah's Witnesses. Jehovah's about to witness something if I open the door in this like 4XL t-shirt with like sriracha on me. I'm like, hello, can I help you?
I did enjoy your review of Heretic, which is, I think you just said this is an average trip to a man's house.
Wow, that was a great review from me. I don't remember putting that. But yeah, I stand by it. Average trip to a man's house.
I
Great.
promise you, that's what you said right here. Average trip to a
believe
man's
you.
house. Yeah.
God, I'm funny. I'm so funny. I don't remember doing that at all. That was back in what, March?
March.
Yeah, that was 5 months ago. That's probably why I don't remember. I
We
barely
both gave
remember
it
what
the-
happened yesterday.
We both gave it the same rating, 3.5, which doesn't usually happen.
That feels like a 3.5 movie.
Yeah.
You could go up with that, but I don't really think you go down from there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. I only had one movie this week. I watched The Call with Halle Berry. Which
With
if
the
you're
Halle Berry?
familiar- With the Halle Berry, the Halle Burton. If you're familiar at all in the Twitter space about Halle Berry, she people will send her memes of her wig in this movie, and she like replies to almost all of them. Cause it really was like a $5 wig in a dream. Like the whole budget of this movie was like, we have three ideas. We have a crime thriller, we have Halle Berry, and we have this $5 wig. And it kind of feels like an extended episode of like Criminal Minds. It's like if an episode
Right.
of Criminal Minds were like an hour and a half, it would pretty much be exactly the same as this. And it somewhat predictable along the way, but like pretty good. I was genuinely kind of stressed out for the characters at like multiple
Yeah.
times. Because the whole premise of it, if you're not familiar, is like Halle Berry plays a 911 operator, and then she gets a call from this girl that's kidnapped and is like, things escalate and go off the rails, but she's like trying to help her escape and get free from this, and then she finds out like she has a personal tie to it. And I also thought that that was really well done because there have been movies in recent memory, which was the one that speaking of Chris Evans, the one that Chris Evans did with Ana de Armas. I think it was that like Netflix movie, and it was like those.
Oh yeah,
two
like
people,
Red Notice or something. Yeah.
Sure, and you're like those two people may literally not have ever been in the same room when filming this movie, just because they had like zero on-screen connection.
Yeah.
But it's Abigail Breslin who she's pretty young in this, but like the sort of connection and like chemistry between her and Halle Berry, even though they're barely on screen together, was really, really good. So like that, had a pull at least. That's like they're really only talking over the phone for much of this film, but you do genuinely feel like a pull that you want good things to happen to these characters. You want the good ending for them. So it was pretty good. I think I gave it 3.5. And I believe my review was R.I.P. Party City. You would have loved Halle Berry's wig in this. And I stand by it.
Oh, the movie you're thinking of is called Ghosted.
There we go. Yep.
Which I didn't even know existed. And
It was Red Notice. It was Red Notice, the one with Ryan Reynolds.
Red Notice. They're all the same. Oh, Red Notice is Ryan Reynolds.
Gal
What's her
Gadot and The Rock.
Yeah. Another movie
I
I
didn't
did
see
not
that
watch.
one either.
But yeah, I'm surprised I haven't seen Ghosted because it's got Ana de Armas and Chris Evans in it.
Well, found your next watch.
Yeah, I'm watching that tonight. Hell yeah. It's on Apple Plus. So
All right.
let's see what the ratings are. I'll watch it because it's got Ana de Armas in it. Who cares? All right, Here we go. On the review aggregator website Rotten Tomatoes, 25% reviews are positive. Oh, God. I might still watch it.
Yeah, the average Letterboxd score is 2.2.
Oh. This movie like 3.5. Oh.
Here's the reviews. Sometimes I worry I'll never sell a screenplay, and movies like this give me hope. That's like the most popular review about it.
Dude, yeah, look at this. Look at the cast. It's got Chris Evans, Ana de Armas, Adrian Brody, Amy Sedaris, Tim Blake Nelson.
Me and Who. I was going to say Me and Who, but the chemistry is honestly so bad that I think I'm good, actually. Smiley face. Well, it can't be worse than the movie about the beach that made you old, so you should watch it.
Yeah, if I watch The Beach That Made You Old, I can watch Ana de Armas and Chris Evans.
Correct. At least they're nice to look at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a show where we said we had like nothing to talk about, we have talked for an hour and 8 minutes.
So we should probably stop, because my mom told me that she has a hard time finishing the episodes. They get really long. This is for her.
Yeah. We have book club. We'll do book club next week because we got to finish.
Yeah, because I haven't made a massive den. I really am only
even
like
started.
2 chapters in. Yeah. I'm like 2 chapters in.
All right, that's not bad. I finished part 1 last night.
I'm in the bit about the bailout of Goldman Sachs during the housing crisis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're getting close.
I'm reading.
So yeah, we're not too far apart.
Yeah.
Book club next week, everybody.
It does put me to sleep at night, though. So, like, thanks, I guess, for that. But I can't read it during the day because then I just want to take a nap.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, actually, you know what's funny? I was reading this last night, and it just made me stay up even longer because it's all I could think about because it makes you so freaking angry.
It does. It kind of makes you feel like everything you've ever given money to is, like, bad.
Yes.
Which I guess is the point.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, look at that. We found the point. Wow.
Mini book club.
Mini book club. Yeah, we'll get better on it next week.
Mini book club. All right. Stay tuned next week for Richie Drinks Hot Liquids.
Okay.
Just kidding. We're not doing that yet. It's not cold enough. It's still 110 outside, so we ain't doing that. Oh, there was a big haboob last night. Did you see that?
I did. Yeah, you and I sent each other memes about it. about like us, like Spider-Man holding back the haboob from all the asthmatics. Yeah, it was stupid. You guys should be in our Twitter DMs because we're a nightmare. We're a nightmare to be around, and our text messages too. We're a nightmare to be around. We have such a collection of stickers. It's insane. We can have a whole conversation with just the stickers that we've sent each other.
Yes.
It's a nightmare. This is my waking nightmare. Yeah.
It's so bad.
Anyway. Yeah, if you don't know what a haboob is, look it up. It's not a part of the body, I promise you. It's a dust storm. Just in case.
Yeah. Yeah, we got a nice little monsoon storm last night. And it was great. It was fun. I was glad because it's only 93 today, so it cooled everything off. Thank you.
All right. It's not fun to drive in, I'll tell you that.
No,
Done that
definitely
once.
not. Yes, both of us have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Well, that about does it for this episode of the podcast. Let's go here. Here we go. I'll play this.
The news.
Bye, everybody.